It takes you it takes you about 2 months to get back again as usual. Upon announcing your success, you guys were all praised with an honor guard of every current kill team currently being there. Watch Commander Mordegile presents you with several rewards, which I'll actually have to hand out to you guys now. But before that happens, you guys place the pauldron of the Dark Angels inside the Hall of Heroes that came from Lucius's power armor.
Yes.
And I presume you return the rest of everything, including his body and his gene seed, back to the Dark Angels. Yeah.
Yeah, I put a report in basically that he died well.
Yeah, you can't tell him how he died, but yeah, they'll know. Okay. Alright, so you guys can come up with your own little, if you want to write your own little funeral thing about how you send him off as well, you can do that as well. I might give you guys bonus XP if you do it. Along with how Lucius died, like you guys can collaborate about how you killed Dazuk if you want. Alright, so there's a number of rewards I'm going to give you, so we'll do experience first.
I get this as well, right?
Yeah, you get the rewards from this, but you died, right? So there's some things you need to know. So you start at the experience that your character, everyone else is, right? But gain 600 extra because they harvested your gene seed and all that shit, and you did the heroic sacrifice. So you gain whatever everyone else has, just plus 600. But your renown starts at half of what it currently is.
Alright.
Okay, but you gain any renown that I give out now. Okay. Okay, so you defeated Dazuk, that is worth 2 renown. You killed the Magos, that's worth 1 renown, so 3 renown.
This is for everyone, right?
Yeah, for everyone. And you gain 1,500 experience. Yep, so 3 renown, 1,500 experience. Of which Lucius gains another 600 for his next character. Okay, and you guys...
How many experience again?
1,500. And you guys can now take a special... Well, yeah, let me just see this. After the reward ceremony, any character who survived the final mission may purchase the distinction Vindicator of the Iron Pit for 1,000 experience points. From this point onwards, the Blood Brother halves any insanity points received, rounded down, and is completely immune to the effects of fear. He also gains the skill Lore Forbidden Archaeotech. Yeah, okay, so if you guys want to, you have 2 choices. You can either take... you gain a distinction called Vindicator of the Iron Pit, okay? So if you guys look under the Deathwatch supplements for distinctions, I think it might be Rites of Battle, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, so you guys can choose to put together your own distinction with up to 3 parts to it. It's basically like a talent that you construct out of options yourself, okay? So you can either take the default one, which is, well, basically this, or you can make one up on your own, okay? Let me link it to you. It's gonna be long. Okay, so you can either take that one, that's going to be the name of whatever distinction you take, but you can create it yourself, okay? So if you look up Rites of Battle, there's a ton of really nice distinctions you can put together. But whatever you take, it'll always cost 1,000 experience points, okay? And you can take a max of 3 at least. As for other rewards, like medals and things you get, you guys are now going to be considered what's called a veteran Deathwatch team. Deathwatch kill team. So your name will no longer be Kill Team Decimus. I'm going to roll a few things up and you'll get a different name, okay? Along with it, you will also get a divination, and the divination will also give you set bonuses that all of you will share. Okay.
Nice.
So you're now what's called like a legendary kill team, basically.
Nice.
So, let me just get the actual awards you guys are given. In Rites of Battle, because there's all different rules for it. I think they call them merits or something. Or honors, rather. Yeah, honors.
Will I, does this count towards the, that command one or whatever it was?
Yes, it does. So, yep, so, sorry, Caster, for your leading the kill team constantly throughout this debacle and ending the threat of Dazuk and the Tomogron Diodes. Watch Commander Mordegile honors you with the Iron Skull. And it is a denote of leadership among the Adeptus Astartes. Okay.
Hurrah!
So you
Oh,
get to
yeah.
put that on your armor somewhere.
I accept it with humble humility.
Okay. Friending the threats of these horrific Xenos machines and the Chaos Heretics of Zamak, Sarlacc is given the Machina Opus. So it's rewarded to Tech Marines. It's a unique distinction that honors the age-old accord between the Tech Priests of Mars and the Adeptus Astartes, which provides the chapters with trained and skilled Tech Marines for its companies and units. To be considered worthy of the Mechanica Opus honor, a Battle Brother must first journey to Mars and be initiated. Blah blah. He did that. Learning the ways of the Adeptus Mechanicus and takes a vows to the Omnislayer. The Machine Mechanica Opus, sorry, may be further embellished and ornate if the Tech Marine distinguishes itself in some way to the machine cult and proves a deep respect and understanding of the ancient technological secrets of man. Alright, so you gain that Sarlacc, okay?
Mm.
Hurrah!
So
Most
this is its
excellent.
that's its name, so if you want to write that down somewhere you have that. Okay, Uhl, you are rewarded the Marksman's Honor. This honor is only rewarded to those who have shown remarkable accuracy with ranged weapons.
Should I really get this? I don't know.
Are consistently performs far above average in feats of targeting foes. This
Well,
goes
it's not,
normal exceptions.
it's not that he's a bad shot, it's that his weapon fails.
Yeah. So you receive the Marksman's Honor, okay. Who else is there? Uriel. Okay, so what does Uriel get?
Uriel gets a visit from the
Open
Inquisition.
it, open it, open it.
Uriel gets where is it? What did I give the other thing? Oh yeah, actually, you know, because of certain circumstances of this mission, you gain a purity seal. Okay.
Huh.
Your one is given to ward against the demon and the rogue psyker because they heard about your little traverse through the warp. So you're given
Cool.
a purity seal to
It's like a
ward
purity
against
ring.
them. Yeah. Well, actually, that has the effect that you no longer take the +10 on perils thing.
Oh, beautiful.
Yay.
Alright, and I think that's everyone, isn't it?
I didn't
Okay,
get
oh,
one.
Kadir, yeah, sorry, Kadir. Kadir, you receive the Prime Helix. This honor is awarded to the Apothecaries and is worn as a symbol of their skill and sacrifice for their chapter. It is awarded to Battle Brothers who have proven their dedication to the chapter under great duress and made a personal difference in the continuation and safeguarding of the chapter's genetic heritage, usually through the recovery of fallen Space Marines' gene seed. There are few things as important to the Adeptus Astartes as the gene seeds of their warriors, each one representing both the strength and power of a battle brother as well as a direct link back to the Primarch and the Emperor himself. It is the Apothecary's sacred duty to safeguard these most precious of resources and see that when a Space Marine falls, the Apothecary is there to harvest his gene seed and return it to the chapter. The Prime Helix may be further embellished and made more ornate if Battle Brother distinguishes itself to the chapter's Apothecarian. So you gain the Prime Helix, okay?
You definitely deserve that.
Yeah, well done.
You really do.
Prime Helix, that's its name. Okay, so that is the end of this. You will need to make a new character, Lucius. I don't mind
Yep.
what you make. If you don't want to play an Assault Marine anymore, that's perfectly fine with me. If you just want to make another one, or it's totally up to you what you want to make.
About it.
Okay. So just get back to me on whatever you want to make, really.
Yeah.
Everyone else who survived this mission, you gain 1 permanent fate point.
Nice.
Back to 3.
Yeah.
Quick question one. My XP that I can spend, is that the same as it would be for what it would take to get to rank 3? Because some of them are rank 3.
Yes. Like, you have all the experience that Lucius had, plus the 1,500 plus 600. Okay. So whatever Lucius has. Well, what's the group actually like? Caster, you generally keep good records. So Caster, what's your experience at now? Like your total?
My total XP spent is 22,600.
That's including like the 13,000 Space Marines start on, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how much did you say it was altogether?
22,600.
Me and Bermuda have less than that.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves
Okay.
9,600.
So, well, you have 1,000, no, 10,200, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, you have 10,200. No, I could be wrong. This must be wrong. No, yeah, it is 10,200 experience to spend.
Cool.
Yeah, on creating your character from like rank 1. Okay.
Yes.
And your renown is half whatever Lucius's is, plus the 3
Yeah,
renown.
yeah,
from
I've done
this.
that.
Okay.
1,600. A lot of XP to
So
stack.
this time you're not going to be something that teleports in and only hits people with weapons, right?
He can go assault again if you want to. So
Yeah. I was thinking about librarian, but I'm not sure.
You can be another librarian as well. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
You can
we'll
go on a
find
war
you.
journey with Uriel when he goes.
Okay.
Double the chances of perils and stuff. Having
Yeah.
2 librarians.
So other than that, I need to find the book where your next mission is in. So give me a second, so you guys can plan for the next one.
So that's like one of the 4 books, isn't it?
Yeah, that was The Emperor Protects. That was the name of the campaign you guys just did.
Like, God.
It's a good story in my opinion.
Yeah, I loved it.
Joel, what
Yeah, it was.
happened? What happened in the void?
Yes, Uriel, what did happen in the void?
I
Brother,
thought
I thought you lost.
I fought with the demon and managed to escape his evil grasp. The Emperor's light shone through me and that showed me the way out of the warp.
Can I pop my demeanor to detect bullshit?
Well, what calculating? I don't know how it works for that, to be honest. I don't think it would.
Like, how much bonuses do I get to the scrutiny test?
Just make a default scrutiny test if you want. Okay, so let me see. Your requisition for your next mission is 95. Okay.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, so his story seems completely true.
I believe you, brother, and I thank the Emperor for your return.
As do I, brother, as do I.
Okay, so like I said, 95 requisition for next week. You have to return your Terminator armor and all that lark, so
We could take it again.
you could.
Not that
Would
we
we?
would, bloody hell. Didn't have to.
Oh yeah,
Let's
kind of killed me.
put it this way:
Well,
if I'm able to get to rank 3, I'm able to take that spell, which gives everyone like range defense of like pretty much 14.
is that the bullshit he was using?
Yes.
God damn it.
4
You should
stars.
take it. 4 stone, yeah. I just realised, if I take that default one that makes you immune to fear, doesn't that mean as long as I'm the leader, that'd mean the squad's immune to fear, technically?
No, because you guys, you still have to make the test for you.
Oh,
It just means that if you were in solo mode, you wouldn't get the
Oh,
minus willpower from being able to with a fear
that's-
concentration.
I'm like almost never squad, so I'm too much of a team player.
So yeah, you guys should look at distinctions. I can't remember what book they're in. They're in something. Could be honored the chapter.
No, distinctions are rights of battle.
You sure?
Yeah, like all the honours and stuff are in there.
Yeah, the honors are, but I don't know if the distinctions are. Let me just check.
Yeah, I think they are.
I can't find them. Let me just check honor.
I think they're in like honours. Like,
No, honors are like badges.
Distinctions. Chapter 2 of Rights of Battle.
Okay, right to battle.
oh, there you go.
Okay.
Page 89.
Oh yeah, there they are. Okay, so you guys can make one distinction of your choice and spend the experience to get it if you want to. Some of them are very good. You should look into First Among Equals. It's very good for acquiring renown and equipment. Very, very good. And it stacks with other people that take it, so it's very meta and very game breaking.
Is that you as a GM saying take it?
That's me as a GM saying it because another group figured it out and now like all of them have it and they gain like I think it's like plus 120 requisition every mission or some shit.
Battle Brother Man plus 10 to his renown, plus 20 recognition.
Yeah, so they
Holy
count as
fuck
they
it.
count as
They
they count
can
as having
add
plus.
together their bonuses.
Yes, it accumulates together, so it counts as if they have plus 60 renown and plus 120 requisition.
And you can make, at the GM's discretion, you can make special requests of the death.
And
Yep.
this is like we take 3 of these things. And
If you
make
take 3 of them, that would give you all a bonus of plus 30 renown you don't actually have, but it just counts for renown and you're acquiring stuff, and the plus 60 requisition to whatever you want to get. Yeah, it's a very, 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 very strong distinction. But you can only take up to 1,000. So if you took that, that would be all you could take, if you know what I mean. But,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I start off with 5 fate points on this new character.
5. Got as much as me now. No, I've got 4.
You start with +1 from whatever you rolled. Oh, you rolled 10. Jesus. Okay, yeah, you do start with 5 then. Yeah.
Wait, do we get +1 for completing the mission?
No.
Okay. Wait, so
But
do we
you-
get +1?
No, you're on 5 fate, and you gain +5 to any skill of your choice. So like weapon skill, ballistic skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm making another submarine, so. Okay.
You could make another Dark Angel if you wanted to, because it's not unheard of for the Deathwatch. When someone dies, they send another one to take his place from the same chapter.
I'm making a Storm Warden.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Don't know much about them, but
They're Scots. Scots in space.
You should think about, yeah, Stormwards are decent, but there's also Flesh Terrors and Blood Angels.
We don't have a
are pretty,
Blood Angel on the team.
Blood Angels are pretty
Yeah.
decent in melee. So.
Well, it's up to you then.
above that, like the Storm Wardens love like fighting one-on-one duels and that, and like
Yeah, my
You
other
know that.
Storm Warden in the first group is a Storm. The other assault guy in the other group is a Storm
Yeah.
Warden.
I've just found a distinction that means if I take it, whenever I'm the leader, I add 3 to the cohesion of the squad.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's good.
Jesus Christ. Cohesion everywhere.
Another really good one is Angel of Death.
Yeah, I just saw that one. So, like, you say we can choose these or make our. By make our own, you mean.
You can choose the one I gave you, which is printed out on the
Yeah.
chat thing there, or you can make one up to 1,000 experience from any of the other ones. So you could take like Lord of the Domain and Greater Authority, if you know what I mean, and put them together for 1,000 experience.
Yeah, on which page was the one you recommended on?
The
First
one that's broken as shit is on page 91 of the book, Rites of Battle. It's called First Among Equals, and it is retardedly good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting that one.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
It's only really good if you all stack it, like a bunch of metagaming asswipes, but yeah, it's possible.
Oh no. Universal Renown. Add +10 to any fellowship tests or any skills based on fellowship, and add 2 to my fellowship bonus whenever I deal with someone who could legitimately know my dude. So that'd like stack with my lead by example shenanigans. I don't know, I have to look at it.
I need to bump myself over into the next renown rank anyway, so I think I'm going to take First Among Equals.
I'm definitely taking it.
I'll probably take it.
It only counts for the people that actually have it, by the way. So you'd give each other it, but the other guys wouldn't benefit from it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So get on the train if you want.
Oh, dude. Get on the renown train. That'd mean we could like requisition like hero level shit. That does seem game breaking to me.
Yep, it is. But you can do it, and other people have done it, and it's not as game breaking as you think because
Well, yeah, 'cause
I'm
you
a
just like
GM, and then I just throw worse and worse shit at you. So if you want to do it, by all means, but plan in advance and min max as much as you can because I will start throwing abominable shit at you, which is what I
That's
do with all
clear.
the other groups.
I don't like to min-max though. That's my problem.
Well, I mean,
It just
the
becomes
other
math to me. And if I wanted math, like,
you can do it. I mean, it's a good talent. I don't mind. I mean, you can't break Deathwatch because I'll just make harder and harder things for you to fight. So
well, yeah. I don't know. I'll sleep on it.
like the other group is fighting a graded bloodthirster of Khorne tomorrow because they're librarian perilled.
No.
And he is going to rip them to shreds, most likely. You're making your character right now, yeah.
Might as well, man. Like,
you got some pretty high rolls there. I'm not gonna lie, like 50 and 49,
I know,
Oh
it's
wow,
beautiful.
yeah, pretty good.
48. Yeah. Okay, so everyone knows it's 95 requisition for the next one. Have 3 people taken First Among Equals? Or the
Uh,
talent, whatever.
I'm not
I don't
sure
know
right
what
now.
I don't know what I'm gonna buy yet. So.
Oh, you need to understand that distinctions don't count towards your next rank, by the way. So the 1,000 you spent in it is just gone forever. It doesn't count towards the next rank. If you know what I mean.
So it doesn't go into like total XP spent.
Yeah, it doesn't go into total XP spent. It
Huh.
just disappears into the void. That's why they're kind of very good because you lose them forever. But they're game breaking, most of them, or in some way or other.
Question 1. With that, does that mean that I can get a rapid strike accuser, or saying I did command a rapid strike vessel?
What do you mean?
What the wording of it confuses me is in like, does it mean like in the past I have, or
Oh, is
I
that the
had-
Storm Warden history? You mean?
Yeah.
Let me look it up for a second. Storm Wardens.
Yeah, I think.
In Skype.
Yeah, like in the past, you. So.
Yeah, so I don't get one.
Oh right, let me see.
I would like one.
Service in the fleet. Most stars here in the numbers. Or props served. Yeah, it means you just served aboard it. You don't get a rapid strike.
God damn it. I wanted one though.
You don't get one.
What are the different? Where do I find the amounts for the different like levels of renown?
It's renowned in the core rulebook. Let me find it for you real quick.
I've been looking and I can't like find the levels where they.
Isn't it in like? I think it might be in the armor. Or something. Like in the
Probably.
beginning.
It might be under the GM section actually.
No, it's in the armory. Like
Okay.
at the beginning, it's paid 140.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. 140 renown. So, like to be your hero, it's 80 plus. Distinguished is 40 to 59. Famed is 60, 79.
Yeah, I need distinguished.
I am currently distinguished.
Eh,
Yeah, and you guys should look into obtaining vehicles for like up and coming missions because I think I pointed out to someone. Actually, no, it wasn't in this group. It was another group, I think maybe. I put up a vehicle requisition list of what like you need to spend to get vehicles and the renown that you need to do it. Sometimes the Deathwatch will just give you a vehicle to complete your task, but other times you need to requisition them. So,
Yeah.
Land Speeder Storm is the one that has like a driver seat, a passenger gunner seat, and then 4 passenger seats, and that goes really fast. So I mean, it's a really good vehicle just for traveling. You guys could potentially get a Predator tank. I think a Land Raider is like distinguished as well, so you could get a Land Raider potentially as well.
Oh damn it! I can't become a Deathwatch champion yet. Need to be rank 4.
Oh, that's what I was going after as well. Unleash it, and I'm probably still going to go after it now.
I don't know. Like with these advanced specialities, Warren, can you like only take one or?
You can only ever take one advanced special.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I really want to do like what's it called, the Ultramarines Honor Guard one.
You can only ever
Although
take one, so you have to pick.
No, does my does my Tyrannic War Veteran count as that as well?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be back.
So you can never take another one, so you're already a Tyrannic War veteran.
Alright. Well, that eliminates any debate that I had at least. So.
Mm-hmm.
So see you guys next week.
Yep, see you next week, Lidor.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
So you're Storm
User
Warden now, yeah?
disconnected from your channel.
Yeah.
Storm Wardens.
I need to find a picture of Bone Eye. Oh no, that one suits, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't, because the helm is a specifically Dark Angel helm, so...
That's a Dark Angel helm.
Yep.
I did not know that.
That guy isn't a Dark Angel Assault Marine, yeah.
I just looked at it and think that looks fucking cool. I want it.
Yeah, only the Dark Angels use those helms. So, bye bye, Lucius. Rip in peace.
GG Neri.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I'm reading here, and apparently it says that it's not possible for a character to gain more than one advanced specialities unless the GM's discretion. So.
The general rule I've always done is you can knock out more than one. So,
Sure. It's
yeah.
like, I think the Honor Guard's like rank 7 or some shit, so it's late game stuff anyway, so I don't mind.
Yep.
Like,
Was
if I ever got it, it'd literally like just be like one battle and over.
Yeah, well, the other group has already advanced to the point where they're all a bunch of different things. I think, yeah, one of them is a wolf priest. The other one is a chaplain, the Deathwatch chaplain. Another one is the champion. One guy is a Deathwatch apostolatory or whatever they're called. Yeah, so they're all a bunch of different things. So.
I suppose, like, if Caster survives and we ever like retire from the Deathwatch back to our chapter, like, because that's the thing, isn't it? Like, eventually, if you do enough shit, you go back and then you're all like a hero in your chapter. So.
Yeah, basically, if you survive.
That's what, yeah. I guess if I ever go back, maybe I. Well, no, I'd probably go back to the Tyrannic. Who cares?
Warren.
Yep.
Do you think an Astartes Psychic Hood would be worth it? I get like +5.
Very, very worth it. Yes.
Even in the like maybe the very first, as in the next mission we go into. Do you reckon it'd be worth it?
I can't tell you about the next mission, but the hood is always good. So.
Because
it's good in the hood.
Because I need Distinguished to get it, and if I use that like 1,000 points and use that broken thingy, I pretty much get to have Distinguished right now. Otherwise, I have to wait for 4 renown.
It's all choices, man. You got to make the choices.
I know. It's like
It also gives you more requisitions, so it's not too shabby, you know.
Do we not have any like briefing or knowledge or all that people?
I will tell you what the next mission is, but I think Lidor's gone, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what the next mission is anyway, and then he can figure it out next week. But I'll do.
What do you got for us, Deathwatch?
Okay. Right. So the adventure begins aboard Watch Fortress Ariok, as it always does. You have recently completed your mission to Samak, and are undergoing your rituals of purification and restoration in preparation for the next threats to mankind you might be called upon to battle. As part of your mental cleansing and fortification, the Battle Brothers are called to receive purification from the chaplain serving on Watch Fortress Ariok. Through the course of your missions, you have undoubtedly been exposed to many heresies that must be appropriately cleansed from your memories. So this following scene opens with it. Kneeling before an ancient shrine to the Emperor, you permit your half-lidded eyes to pass over the cracked data slates and shredded scrolls adorning the altar. Repeated catechisms of cleansing, let the chaplain's words scour the taint of chaos from your memory, obliterating all traces of corruption. 4 hours of meditation have enabled you to achieve a state of calm and solitude, and the altered memories have begun to dissolve from your mind. Knowing that the process could take several more hours to complete, you are troubled to hear an ancient chime that seems to reverberate throughout the entirety of Watch Fortress area.
Oh no.
Steered from your meditation, you suddenly realize that it is the sound of the Omega Vault opening. Okay, so in case anyone doesn't know, the Omega Vault is in many ways the physical and spiritual core of Watch Fortress Ariok. Though there are none alive who understand its purpose or arcane mechanisms, any opening heralds an event of particular significance in the Jericho Reach. Countless legends address the untold number of objects contained within its vaults. Some of these artifacts serve as an obvious purpose, though at times a prophecy or puzzle may offer little to those who discover it. In all cases, the revelations are treated with the reverence they deserve, and one or more kill teams are immediately assigned to take on whatever actions are necessary in response to the revelations. If you want to know more about the Omega Vault, you can read it in the books, but essentially it was a vault that is believed to have been made by the Emperor. And it has the only known tolerated AI in the Imperium that manages it, and it seems to monitor the Jericho Reach, and then when events reach a certain thing, it opens and reveals something to the Deathwatch that they need to handle.
This is what Bermuda Sarlacc saw in his vision, right?
Correct.
Yeah, the final chamber
Sarlacc saw
opening.
and a great darkness being unleashed upon Watch Fortress Ariok. Yeah. Okay, so you are summoned immediately to investigate the Omega Vault and arrive at the facility at the same time as Watch Commander Mordegoyle and a great many other Bat Brothers. As the head senior kill team present, he acknowledges your presence and welcomes you to follow him through to the now open vault doors. A trip to the Omega Vault is a great rarity, even for the commander, who has only been inside a few times before. For the Battle Brothers, this is likely the first and probably maybe your only trip with inside its sacred halls. So you guys all go inside, I guess, yeah?
Right inside the Omega Vault.
Yeah. Along with Watch Commander
Yes.
Mordegoyle. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, so the smell of ozone merges with the sound of countless buzzing devices to create an atmosphere that feels both sterile and yet spiritually charged at the same time. As you walk the halls, you can hear the strains of ancient militant anthems playing faintly, which increase in volume as you progress through the area. After a few minutes of travel through the vast Gothic corridors of the vault, you reach the central chamber, the same vault where the newest secret is always revealed. Upon reaching the repository, you discover an altar-like structure, nearly 2 meters in width, and a meter in both height and depth. Resting atop it is a gilded reliquary of some kind. Its lid is opened to reveal a velvet-lined opening. An inset space within the reliquary reveals a storage location for what appears to be a spherical object of some kind, roughly 30 centimeters in diameter. So it's currently missing, so it's just an open casket reliquary, like gilded vault, with a blank sort of circular space in the middle of it that is about 30 centimeters in like diameter. A number of gauges and lights twinkle and belch gas from within the opening. So make a -10 tech use test for me, Sarlacc.
Is there?
Fails, adventure over before it begins.
It's basketball.
No. Alright, so your success in the test suggests that the reliquary is likely a ornate stasis field generator of some kind, designed to isolate and preserve its contents. Make a +30 Psyniscience test for me, Uriel.
Oh god. +30.
Yep.
Which one? Willpower, sorry. Oh, no, actually Psyniscience.
Yep.
It's like
I see dead people.
Oh god. I see the basketball.
$30, right?
Yeah, 30. I think you're all shocked it's so high, it's like, oh shit. So, okay, on a success, you immediately recognize that there are faint traces from an immensely powerful psychic artifact that seem to have remained within the reliquary for some time. It is clear that millennia ago, something of tremendous power once resided within this place. How many degrees of success did you get? Are you just getting the one?
4.3.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so you do actually manage to recognize that there are potent, though latent, psychic wards built into the altar that seem to suppress whatever is put inside it. In the event that the reliquary is properly sealed, you can basically estimate, Uriel, that whatever is inside it is certainly going to be isolated from any interactions with the warp. The reliquary is clearly not designed to be portable. In fact, it appears as though it is a physical extension of the altar itself, which in turn extends from the floor with some cabling that may extend far beneath the level upon which you are currently sitting into the depths of Ariok itself.
So
Any effort to move this structure will result in failure, as it's clearly a permanent structure.
so it resembles a prison more than a container.
It's a reliquary for some sort of warp of some kind that they want. That's spherical in nature that it clearly wants you to retrieve. But
Yeah.
a single scrap. Okay, well, Watch Commander Mordegal walks up to it to investigate it and finds a single scrap of torn parchment resting on the lip of the opening, bearing a brief script that appears to be an oath of moment from a space marine. Written upon the parchment in an ink that is badly faded is the following message: "The courier fell, though his protectors gave all. Temple forsworn, the artifact lost. The world, now forbidden, starts the journey. Recovery forestalls defeat." In spite of the fading, the script is ornate and easily readable at a glance. Tragically, after Watch Commander Mordegal reads it, it immediately crumbles to dust, as though it had been unseemly ancient. In spite of its disintegration, the player characters and Mordegal, even though you didn't immediately read the words and Mordegal called it out himself, you can recall the words as if they were somehow emblazoned upon your souls for all eternity. Yep.
So I was going to say, let's say I just, using 1000 XP, bought the Lifting the Veil skill, which allows me to, like, look at the history of an artifact or something. Like, I'm able to...
Is that actually a distinction?
No, it's like
It's
the
a power,
like
isn't
a
it?
power.
You need to have the artifact. The artifact's not actually here.
All right. I mean,
Okay.
like, it's look at a psychic traces of a place or item.
Then yeah, sure. If you got the power, yeah, you could do it.
Wicked.
But that's what it says on the list. So do you want to get the power and do it now then?
Yes. Yes.
So we're looking for a forbidden world with a temple on it, possibly.
Okay, so if you got the skill, then you'll need to manifest it. Do you want to do it feathered, unfeathered, pushed, blah blah blah?
If I push it, I get the highest number of results about this thing, if it works.
And
Yeah,
then
what's
you
the name?
summon a demon prince.
What's the name of the psychic power? Just out of interest.
Lifting the Veil. It's on page 194. Like
Mm,
the book 193.
I'd ask Mordegal what current events that the Deathwatch is aware of are like unfolding now in the Reach. Because
Give me a second.
that's what the Omega Bolt seems to respond to, so there must be a reason.
So you said it's called psychometry, is it?
Lifting the Veil.
Yeah.
Oh, lifting the veil, right. Lifting the veil is an extension of the art of psychometry and allows the psychic to look beyond the individual psychic traits and relieve. Yeah, okay. As a the psychic can gain with impressions from the object or general blah blah blah. The level of information is gained on. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'd be 10 if I pushed
Yeah.
in
So
that
do you
Lifting
want
the Veil thing. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay.
30. Okay.
Okay, so you need to still roll psychic
Yes.
phenomenon, I guess.
Oh god. I'm
Okay.
farting.
Okay, so it gets a bit smelly and Mordegal looks disgusted.
We're just used to it, though.
Okay, so the psyker detects the strongest emotion associated in the area or object. As above, plus the psyker sees the general features of the people who experience the emotion and a rough impression of the events that transpired. All of the above, plus the psyker gets a clear image of the events from the area that left the strongest psychic impressions. As all of the above, plus the psychic can identify all participants from the strongest event, including their careers, ranks, and names. As above, plus the psychic determines other events that may have occurred in the area in order of the relative strength of their psychic impressions, gets a clear image of each event. Okay, so I just have to tell you everything, basically. Alright.
Why are you laughing?
Just like OP explode thing. It's like mission complete, we're done now.
It's like
Okay, let me just find it real quick. information about this.
You've got to go here, do this, fight these people.
Okay, so yeah, this is a very long story that I'm going to have to explain to you. Okay, so you can feel pride, fear, regret, lust for power, and a great many things emanating from the object in front of you. When you use this power, your mind seems to stretch way back almost to infinity, and you can tell that the object in front of you exceeds the birth of man by several million years. So it's longer than mankind has existed as a species. You know that the object that you are looking for was constructed by the Eldar. And while you do not understand the name given to it by the Eldar, because it has no meaning in human language, it's more of an expression of emotion than anything else, you know that the Imperium refers to the item as the Orb of Saint Aret. Okay? The item in question, you do know what it does, and it frightens you to a degree. The orb was used by the Eldar, along with conjunction of many other orbs of the same kind, to construct the webway gates. The webway system. They used it to literally forge the warp. So it is an immensely powerful artifact. Essentially, it is the golden throne in the shape of an orb.
Nice.
So it is massively powerful.
Holy shit.
Don't tell anyone this. No, of course I do.
The object you're looking for was it gives you a few names that you need to look for. Chief among them is an Inquisitor by the name of Inquisitor Gent, and he's strongly attached to this object. It seems that in the past he sent a rather legendary kill team. In fact, one of the most legendary kill teams the Imperium has ever had. Even more renowned than you guys. I think they were called like the Lex Luminae or something. They were. Let me just find their stupid name.
Were they all like rank 8, renowned, crazy and shit?
They are the most honored kill team in the history of the Imperium.
Damn.
So
Are any of their members important?
let me just find them. Where the fuck was their name?
Is there 2 Ultramarines?
Oh yeah, the Lux Veritas is the name of the kill team. Okay, so it was the ranks of the people who were part of this kill team, besides Inquisitor Gent, who commanded them, was a man called Brother Dekaru of the Blood Angels, Tech Marine Nodus of the Silver Skulls, Brother Proteus of the Ultramarines chapter, Brother Gunadar of the Subjugators, and Brother Ondruk of the Crimson Castilians. Each of these is a name you all know well, because each of these has a book that's attached to the Codex Astartes, or is just told in your chapter houses as one of the definitive squad-based histories of the Space Marines since the Great Crusade.
Well, like the Ultramarine one's a hero back in my chapter, presumably.
Oh yeah. So you actually know about Brother Proteus, like straight up. So a long-standing battle brother of the Ultramarines, Brother Proteus served as a sergeant in his parent chapter at the 4th Company for several decades before being called upon to stand a vigil of the Long Watch. He served in the Deathwatch for nigh on 20 years before discharging his first Apocryphon oath, returning to his chapter's homeworld of Macragge. Upon his return to the once glorious realm of Ultramar, Brother Proteus was stunned to lay eyes upon the destruction wrought upon many of the chapter's worlds, and by the time he set foot within the fortress of Hera, he was all but consumed by grief. Having returned to the bottom of his chapter, Proteus was called to attend to Marnus Calgar himself. The mighty hero of the Imperium told Proteus the fate of the Ultramarines' first company, which had been wiped out to a warrior defending Macragg's polar fortresses against the very worst of the High Fleet's hordes. The first company would be rebuilt, Calgar stated, and brothers such as Proteus would be needed to fill its ranks and train its new recruits. But the Lord of Macragge continued as Proteus's heart swelled with pride, as much as the chapter needed him. But as much as the chapter needed him, the Imperium simply needed him more. Calgar had received word of the deeds that Proteus had performed while in service to the Deathwatch, and they were legendary indeed. The Chapter of Vigilance petitioned that Proteus be allowed to return to Ariok once his duties at Crag were complete. A wise leader, Lord Calgar, ordered that Proteus should aid the building of the first company, teaching its new inductees those few skills he had not already pressed on from Deathwatch to build the most potent veteran company in the entire Adeptus Astartes. Having done so, Calgar ordered Brother Proteus must return to Ariok, but should he discharge his second Apocryphon oath, a place as captain of the first company would be waiting for him. Tragically, that place remains empty, never to be filled by the veteran Brother Proteus of the Ultramarines chapter, as he and the rest of the Lux Veritas never returned from their last mission.
So, because my guy Castor is part of the
Yeah,
Tyrannosaurus,
you were likely trained by this guy.
Yeah, holy shit. So he actually missed the battle for McCracken.
Yep, because he was serving in the Deathwatch.
Yeah. And then he came back and helped rebuild the first company.
Yeah, okay, so I'll tell you how good the Lux Veritas was. So, the Battle Brothers of the Kill Team, known as Lux Veritas, were among the most celebrated of their generation. Veterans of hundreds of countless wars against some of the most terrible foes ever encountered by the Imperium or beyond. The Kill Team was unusual in that its members had all discharged their Apocryphon oaths at exactly the same time, and then renewed them together repeatedly for many years. This they had done not once but twice, the brethren standing their third vigil of the Long Watch at one another's sides at the time of the Hirazor intervention. The Kill Team numbered 5 Battle Brothers at the time of its final battle, though many more had passed through its ranks throughout the years, including the current master of the Vigil, Watch Commander Mordegail, so he was a member of this Kill Team as well.
Oh.
Yeah. It is said that the Bell of Lost Souls on Terra tolled once for each of the fallen Battle Brothers of the Lux Veritas, and this is huge, by the way, because the Bell of Lost Souls on Terra only tolls when Chapter Masters or Lord Inquisitors or members of the High Lords of Terra die. So it told
So
for
they were
these
pretty.
guys.
They were something.
Yeah. Watch Fortress Ariok fell to a deathly silence for an entire watch cycle, which is 20 years, and it is said that the other Deathwatch facilities, the length and breadth of the Imperium, honored the fallen in a similar fashion. With no bodies to return to the Watch Fortress, the Brethren of the Fallen had no graves to honor, so the entire complement of the Deathwatch Battle Brothers were gathered together in the Reclusium of the Watch Fortress, where Deathwatch Captain Titus Strom led the congregation in solemn remembrance of the fallen heroes. Several years later, the high altar of the Reclusium remains aglow with the hundreds of candles lit in the honor of the Lux Veritas, a fitting tribute to what must surely represent the greatest kill team of the last century. So, these are the guys you need to follow. So they died seeking this orb that the Omega Vault has now demanded you guys look for.